What's going on, guys? Aarava here, and welcome back to a brand new episode of my Motorsport Manager career mode on the PC. And this is the very first episode where we're going to use our brand new star driver, Cruz, the absolute legend, the 3-star driver, potential of 4 and a bit. We're paying him $750,000 per race, so he better be, getting us at least a podium here. We've got Sada as well, as our other driver, our driver from the start of the career mode, and he's still doing pretty damn well. Remember, he's in 3rd place now in the championship after last episode. If you didn't check that out, go check it out. That was a really awesome one. The race was really quite tense in terms of the strategy and getting it right, and we did with Sadat. I'm looking forward to what we can do at Belgium with Cruz, so we're going to continue on straight away. But yeah, once more, thanks again so much, guys, for the support on this series. I can't believe we're getting like over 1,000 likes on every single episode, and a lot of you guys are really invested in this career mode and keep on asking for more, so that's really awesome to see. So we're going to continue on with this. I'm not too interested in the other championships. I'm going to get straight on to, well, first, we do have a contract proposal. If you remember last episode, we did actually put in an offer for, I think it was a race mechanic, wasn't it? To try and get a better race mechanic so we get 2 good ones, because we obviously hired that American that I can't remember the name of. Let's actually quickly check it here. It was Carrie. So we signed her like 2 episodes ago, and now, so yeah, there you go, the German of Baumann, she's agreed the contract, so I can't actually quite remember what we even offered. So signing on fee of 120,000, and then cost per race 78,000. I can't remember what the contract with Hogan was, 50,000 per race, so a little bit more expensive, but she's really quite a good race mechanic. 3 and a bit stars compared to Johnny, which is 1.5 stars. This is going to be another key signing for us, so we're going to sign on. We're splashing the cash here a little bit, but it's going to be worth it, I feel, to really strengthen the team, in the first season, get it all done, and kind of not waste time with it. And we do have a bit of money to spend, 4 million in the bank, so we're okay with it. So there you go, we've got that engineer now, so we're actually going, they're already assigned to the correct one. So we've got Baumann on Cruz, and we've got Hogan on Sadat. So Sadat's going to have the worst race mechanic out of the 2, and Cruz, our new star driver, is going to have the better race mechanic that we just signed. So I'm really feeling good about this. So go to mail. Yeah, the news comes through that we've signed her, and there you go. Staff up, drivers up. Now the only thing we really need to look at is car and headquarters potentially, and then those 2 will kind of help the sponsors go up naturally. So we're all looking on the up at the moment for solidifying this season. Okay, we've got a dilemma here. Server problems apparently. So we've got work being done on our data center, networking capabilities at the moment, and technicians have found that our data storage is a bit out of date. So the chairman caught wind of it, wants to make an upgrade. So half a million to make the upgrade, or it'll be fine, and we minus 25 on the chairman's happiness. To be honest, our chairman is 100%, isn't he? If we look at our team, our chairman is completely happy. So I think we could maybe afford to not do anything and just say it'll be fine, perhaps. I don't know if the server problems will actually affect our bars here. If we look at the kind of headquarters or anything, I wouldn't imagine so. So you know what, I'm just going to go, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll get back the chairman's happiness in no time. So we're going to go with that. So we're going to continue on to the practice session for the Belgium Grand Prix in the Ardennes. I think that's how you pronounce it. Okay, so top speed is crucial, low speed crucial, front wing, and acceleration is useful. The sponsor, we're going to go for Wonderluck here. I'm going to go for it, take a dive, because the new guy will be on pole position for this race, because he's going to be at the back of the championship. So reverse grid, obviously, for the championship. He'll be on pole, and we could get a race win here. So if we get the Wonderluck objective, oh boy, we're going to be rolling in some money. It'll be pretty damn good. Although, projected finances are still actually minus down because of the amount we're actually paying our new driver per race. So we are actually technically going to be in the red for a little bit here, but I think it's going to be worth it. Eventually, we'll get in the green again. In terms of part fits, I'm going to give the better parts now to Cruz, because now Sada is no longer my #1 driver in technicality. So we're going to give him the better brakes, we're going to give him the better engine, and we're going to give him the better gearbox. Obviously, front wing doesn't matter. They're all the same there in terms of the actual performance, and suspension we've already given him the better parts, so they're both content. Salah, remember, does have this kind of neck problem that you can see on his icon now. He's got this neck problem, so that might actually, he's got a new trait, isn't it? It's let me look quickly. It's a new trait, isn't it? It's dodgy neck. There you go. So minus 10 fitness, so 4 weeks remaining on that trait to actually go away. That's fine. Right, here we are, brand new drivers, feedback of 14 and feedback of 16. This is going to be very nice. So let's change the setup a little bit here. So top speed is going to be crucial, acceleration useful, and the front wing, they said, will be also crucial in terms of getting that correct with the front wing. So I think I'm going to go lower downforce on the front wing and really go towards that top end speed. Right, that's what I'm going to go for. We're going for more towards low downforce, top end speed, handling right in the middle there. Tyre choice, we're going to go soft tyres again for cruise, and we're going to see how it goes for that. I think they'll probably perform better, and this time we'll put Sadat on the super soft tyres, actually see how those perform for us around this circuit, because I want to know if they're actually going to be useful or not, because last time out in Portugal, the super softs just weren't useful at all, really. Again, the same thing, really. We'll go low on the front wing, low on the rear wing as well, and up towards the top end speed. Right, send them out here. That's all good. Stint length, we're going to do race trim. I'll go 4 laps on race trim here on the soft tyres to really see how they go. Obviously, it's quite a long lap, actually, so it's going to probably take a little bit of time. But we'll go 2 laps on the super soft, see how those go. Fast forward this, and we'll see. I might have to bring in Cruz, like, in the middle of his race stint just to change this up, because if this is a very, very long lap, which it looks like it might be, because obviously it is basically like a fake Belgium Grand Prix, it is going to be a little bit difficult to actually do setup changes if we let him go for all 4 laps. But we'll see how it goes. We'll actually look at Cruz here. That was Sadat. There goes our new driver into the world. Right, we brought both drivers in. They're both giving their feedback there. So very, very, very poor, actually, on the actual balance of the track and how we got it. So pretty much the exact opposite, maybe, what we have to go. So poor on the downforce, okay handling. So Cruz wants more understeer there. Speed balance good, though. So we do want to go towards top speed, but it looks like, well, the engineers don't really know where to go. The mechanics don't really recommend anything. So I'm not too sure what we're really going to go for there. We might need to go even lower. Maybe go even lower downforce and see how that goes for us. The handling, he said, is okay, so maybe we need to go towards understeer. Right, we're going to go for that. We're going to send him out on super soft so we can try and get some knowledge of the super soft tyres. I'll send out Sadat on the soft tyres, and hopefully we can bump that up to level 1, sorry, on the actual knowledge of the soft tyres by that point. But we've gone very, very low downforce, understeering handling, and we've gone more top-end speed. So let's see how he goes for that. We're going to send Sadat out. Very, very poor on the downforce, apparently, according to him. So probably for him, it looks like, I don't know. Well, the mechanics, again, don't really have an idea. Handling good, speed balance good, so maybe more top-end speed, but again, don't really know whether we should go maybe higher downforce. Maybe he wants higher downforce. Should we maybe try that and just experiment with it? I might experiment with it and just go a little bit higher downforce here and just see how it really goes. Right, race trim, soft lap, send out, go, and we'll maybe just have enough time to send them both out and get some feedback there and change the setup maybe once, or probably not, but hopefully at least we'll get this knowledge up. So we want to try and get level, well, race trim, we'll probably get to level 2, maybe. I want to try and get the soft and super softs up to level 1 so we can potentially use them in the race. Because at this point, I don't actually know. It looks like both tyres wear pretty badly. So it's going to be a bit of a mixed up race. Also, plus, Cruz can take the soft tyres apparently 17 laps. That's quite a lot, but obviously the fuel's only going to go maybe 13 or 12 laps in terms of the fuel tank. So it's going to be a bit of a tricky one to call. Okay, so Cruz does not like what we've done to the downforce, so we're going to bring him in actually straight away and try and get him out quickly for one other lap, because Sadat has given the go-ahead for the higher downforce, but still going for top-end speed. So what we did with the cambers, trying to move them around to go towards top-end speed, but still have good downforce, is what's going to help us here. So good that we got that knowledge from him, so we can tweak that with Cruz and see what he says quickly. Here we go, knowledge gain. It's going to be up to high, which is pretty damn nice. But as you can see, very, very poor on the downforce level. So he definitely wants to go towards high. Right, I'm going to send out Cruz once more. It's going to be close. He's not even going to get a lap in, actually. He's only going to get, like, maybe one sector at least. So hopefully that's at least good enough to maybe get something off him. But Sadat's going to finish his little stint, obviously. So we'll get his feedback and we'll have to do his setup just before the race. But Cruz, I think I'm feeling better about his setup now. But as you can see, 10 seconds ago, he's not going to have enough time. Just not enough time in his practice sessions, really. Okay, good. We can see good, great, great on the setup now for Cruz. So it was worth sending him out for that one lap. That was basically an entire in-lap there. That's very good to see now. We've turned that around completely, going from what will look like a pretty shocking setup to a very good one. So we turned that around. That's good. I'm liking that. In terms of where we finish, quite low down, but that doesn't matter. We've never been that great in practice, and we, obviously turn up in the race. Right, race time. Empty slots for Sadat and also Cruz. So we're going to go race trim. We're going to go soft tyres for Sadat because he's going to be at the back. In terms of Cruz, let's quickly look at how far you could take these super softs. You can take them 13 laps. It's a 22-lap race. How much fuel can we put in? We can only put in 9 laps of fuel. So is it even really worth going on the soft tyres for so long and they can go 17 laps? Although saying that means you can push on the soft a lot more. You know what? I'm going to use the super softs. So I think I'm going to use the super softs for Cruz right at the front on pole position. We'll see how that goes. So we're going to give him super soft tyres, race trim there. I'm feeling good about that. I think we can put him on the super softs and he'll do good work on those. In terms of Sadat though, we'll put him on the soft tyres. Fuel options, max amount of fuel we can give. The setup, he didn't like the handling, but he likes that and he likes the speed balance. So let's change this a little bit. So it looks like maybe he wants more oversteer compared to Cruz, who like the understeer. Right, I'm happy with that. I made a few little tweaks just to get it towards more oversteer for his setup. In terms of Cruz, he's looking very, very happy, so I'm not even going to touch this up. Just going to leave it right there. Tyre choice, super softs we're going to go for. 9 laps of fuel. I'm happy with that. He can really push, wear out those tyres on a bit of aggressive fuel mix as well, and then we'll come in on softs and see how it goes. But really, really annoying that only fuel 9 laps, and the tyres, well, Cruz can take them 17 laps, which is really, really frustrating, because that's pretty much a one-stop then, albeit because of the fuel it won't be. But obviously, that is the kind of nature of the GP3 series that's meant to be a bit more equalised in that sense of kind of forcing people to make 2 stops. So, there we go, attack and overtake on the start. We can get 650,000 if we get second or above. Hopefully, we can do it. Right, here we go for the Belgium Grand Prix. 5 red lights, and Cruz is on pole position. Our brand new star driver. The lights go out. We've got 22 laps around here. Pretty decent start for him. You can see 2 and 3 right behind him as we go up towards the hill. He's going to keep first place. No, he's not. Up the hill, or the fake Rouge, down the fake Kemmel straight. And Cruz is down to second place, unfortunately. So hopefully he can pick up the pace a little bit and get his composure down. Where is Sada? Up into 16th at the moment. I'm not too sure actually where he started there. But now he's up into 15th, making a move there on what will be Marchietta. And Cruz at the moment still in second place. Sadat looking a little bit more comfortable in this race so far, although he does go down to 16th place as we go through. Again, this is going to be a track where there's so many trees. I'm going to have to kind of look bird's eye view and actually see what's going on. But let's look at Cruz here and concentrate on him. So he's still only in second place, so I don't know what's going up with him at the moment. Not feeling the pace right now. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Sadat's gone slow, Sadat's gone slow. Someone crashed into him. Where is that happened? Has he got any damage? Oh, okay. He's not got any damage, actually. So he did complain about just then. You would have seen it, hopefully, just on the bottom left. He did complain about someone crashing into him. But he's fine now. He's fine. He's battling still for 16th quite hard. Remember, he's on the soft tyres, though. Actually, we want to take these down quite a bit now and try and eke them out a little bit. Temperature's in a good place, actually. Just a midway point. Nice little place. Let's go back to Cruz, who is catching first place. So there was a bit of a gap between Cruz and first place, which is Santa Ana. But he's slowly coming back into it a little bit. Temperature's looking good. We put him on neutral, just kind of keep it nice and calm at the moment. We actually might want to stick this up into high a little bit and use some of the fuel. Okay, here we go. Cruz is catching up right on the back of first place Santa Ana here. We put him on pushing fuel medium because it looks like his tyres are actually wearing less than the fuel is going down. So I've kind of swapped them round. So we're going pushing driving style, but kind of holding them back a little bit with the engine mode. I think if we're going to go to the next lap, both of these guys, I think I'll put it up into overtake as we go up towards the fake Rouge, because I think Cruz got some really good pace up that hill now once he's up to speed. So I think that's going to be the place to do it. Meanwhile, Sadat, you can see on the bottom left, is down in 18th place, struggling a little bit for pace. I'm actually going to put it on high for him so he can use the fuel. Okay, here we go. We're going to put it on overtake here, and we're going to try and see if we can go neutral here on the pushing. Is he going to close up? Please, please, please. He gains a little bit there. Oh, he's getting so close. So close. Come on, Cruz. Come on, Cruz. He's catching through this entire section, but he just can't get close enough to make the move here. And now Sadat really going down the order, 19th place. So it looks like maybe that neck injury is affecting him quite a bit here, because he's not really doing a great job. Whereas Cruz now, again, just very close, but not able to make the move as he go up the hill once more. Burning the fuel, burning the rubber. He's just not able to make the pass. He's not able to close up enough. Okay, safety car has left the garage. There's a safety car being called because Arbor Lower has crashed. So let's pause it here because we have got a decision to make now with the next pit stop. So tyres are going off quite a bit. Safety car is going to be out for one entire more lap. So I think we should just put the fuel down here, conserve the tyres, go a little bit longer and see what we can do there and maybe stretch out the stint one more. Sadat, though, what has gone wrong with you, mate? You're in 18th place. What is turned out for this race? I really think the neck injury has affected him. I think the neck injury really has done that because this is not the same Sadat we saw in Portugal. And Cruz is now in first place. Second man has pit. Santa Ana has pit onto another set of super soft tyres, interestingly enough. So, that is interesting. So, he went 6 laps on super softs. Santa Ana was probably going to go 7, I would say. if the safety car didn't come out on super soft. So 7, 14, obviously make another pit stop and go to the end, probably another set of super softs. So maybe Santa Ana is completely avoiding the soft tyres, which probably looks like to be the best bet, because Sadat's not really performing on the soft tyres. He's up into 5th only because everyone's making a pit stop, and there are more people, it looks like, on super softs than soft. So maybe this time, finally, the super softs are the much better race tyre compared to the soft tyre. So we're going to have to think about this, because Santa Ana is now right behind us in first place. He's bunched up because of the safety car. We're going to have to make a pit stop. We're going to have to make a pit stop. We're going to lose too much time not pitting under the safety car for that set of super softs. So fill this up to 9 laps of fuel. Park condition fine. Fast pit stop. We're going to have to pit. We're going to have to pit because we are actually going to lose a place here. Yeah, I think we may have made a mistake not pitting with Santa Ana, but I actually wasn't sure on what to do and how long these tyres would last. Although, let's pause. I'm in two minds here now. It's confusing. We could continue out in first place and then go on to the soft tyres, but Santa Ana, she's definitely going to be better right now as soon as the safety car comes in. And I just don't know if the soft tyres, are going to perform well enough for us to actually make that work. This is really tearing, actually. I think we may have blundered this strategy a little bit, because if we pit, we're going to come out in probably 6th place behind Sadat. Right, I made a decision. I'm going to pit onto the soft tyres, because in practice, it felt like Cruz was doing pretty well on the soft tyres. He can take the soft tyres till like 17 laps, but obviously we've only got 9 laps of fuel, which means we can afford to basically just keep on pushing the entire time on the soft tyres. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to pit him onto soft tyres. Sadat we'll keep out a little bit longer. He'll basically be our little... Actually, we might want to bring him in as well. Actually, there's no point kind of making him a little experiment. So we're going to put him on the super softs, do a bit of a contra strategy and see which one works out better for us here. So fast pit stop there. Alright, let's go. Let's see how this pans out. They are going to go down the order. We're inevitably going to go down the order. We'll probably be down to, I'd say, maybe even 11th place. Yeah, we will be. Look at all the cars. Yeah, we're definitely going to be down the order here, making this pit stop, unfortunately. Right, good pit stop for both. Cruz is going to come out in 8th place there. 6th place. Okay, that's a bit of a weird pit exit. So Cruz out in 6th place after that pit stop. And Sadat is in 19th. So contrasting things. Cruz at the front on the soft tyre, Sadat at the back on super softs. We'll see which one pans out better. Right, safety car is in. It's going to be in at the end of this lap, so let's see what we do on the restart here as we bunch up a little bit. You can see the race leader bunching us up as we go onto the main straight. Cruz making a pass, maybe down the inside for 5th place, going side by side, and really good pace there off the start there. Awesome stuff. Wow. Cruz. Oh my god. Cruz. Oh my god. What? The pace of Cruz. He's come alive, boys. He's come alive. Oh my god. Mamma mia. The pace of Cruz. He's turned the wick on. That was amazing. That was electrifying pace there from Cruz. Off the restart. Pushing. Wow. What stuff here. This is what we paid him a lot for. Go on, Cruz. Let's go and get the win. Right, we're on lap 10 now. Sitrep Sadat is in 18th place at the moment. Not really looking like he's passing many people, although we didn't put it on attack. So now we're going to put it on attack. Really use these super soft tyres out a little bit and try and overtake what will be 17th place, man. At the moment, you can see Cruz is here in 3rd place, much further down the track. But I'm going to concentrate on Sadat a little bit now and see where he can go. At the moment, it looks like he's really struggling. I think his neck problems are really, really hurting him here. Right, here we go. A little update on lap 12 now. Cruz still in 3rd place, just keeping ahead of 4th place man Sabado, and you can see his super soft tyres are really wearing out, so we should be able to get away from him, and we shouldn't have an issue of him overtaking us, hopefully. You can see 2nd man in on soft tyres, Mello in 1st on the super softs. Where is Santa Ana? Where is she? She's in 11th, really worn super soft, so she really got the strategy wrong there for herself. Meanwhile, Sadat, we've been asking to push, and he's really not made much progress, really. The tyres are really worn out, and he's just not really done much of a job. He's in 17th place. I think it actually might be time to pit at the end of this lap and maybe try and go to the end, potentially, on the soft tyres. Fuel options, 9 laps. That won't take him to the... That'll take him to the end, maybe, just about, if he does some fuel saving. So that's going to be a strategy for Sadat. Probably a race to forget for him, but to be honest, as I said many times now in this race, I think really his neck issues really did hurt him there. Cruz, we go back to him. He actually has been overtaken by this man who has really worn super soft, so that's a little bit surprising. So we maybe need to pick up the pace a little bit and push a little bit. Right, Sadat in the pits at the moment. Good fuel, good pit stop there. So we're going to put him onto medium, neutral. Actually going to put on low, and we're going to try and get to the end of the race, obviously. As soon as I see excess fuel, we'll put him back on medium. Meanwhile, Cruz, he's back up into third, so that's good. That's good. Chu went down the order. And is it starting to... Yes, it is starting to rain. Okay. This just got a bit interesting. It's starting to rain here. Okay, we're in first place. Starting to rain. We may have a bit of a conundrum here. Let's go low fuel. Let's go neutral. We may be able to stick it out until maybe it is time for intermediates, potentially. Because it's really getting... If you can see on that graph, around lap 16, it's really going to start chucking it down there. And the water levels might get high enough. I'm not too sure. Okay, lap 15. Sadat says, can I come in for inters? He's in 15th place, so I think I'm actually going to say yes. Let's take a gamble with Sadat and basically use him as the experiment guinea pig to see how this goes. So we'll put in 6 laps of fuel, park condition, actually no, we'll put 7 so he can push a little bit. Park condition fine, it's looking okay. Pit strategy fast, so we're going to put him in onto the intermediate tyres. So we'll basically use him as a little bit of a guinea pig, basically. Cruz is also asking for intermediates, but I'm just not too sure, because we've seen in previous races, you don't actually need them. So let's see how Sadat goes, but for now, we'll keep Cruz out on the soft tyres, although he's not got much fuel left. He's on 1.3, so he actually might not last till that period. This is a bit tricky, and also the guys around us, behind us, are on fresh super softs. This is going to be tricky. Right, we're on lap 16 here. I've taken a big pause and looked at all the data. You can see here's Cruz. We have got to make a decision what tyre we're going. Either way, we're going to pit, but we have to make a decision on what tyre is going. You can see water on track there faintly as we get towards lap 22. It is getting pretty damn high. Cruz has got a good pace on this soft tyre. This really worn soft tyre at the moment still. That's probably just because of the uber low fuel we've got. But you can see here Sadat minus 13.2 seconds to his first sector time, which was on the super softs on the damp track. So it looks like the intermediates are actually going to be better. So I think I'm going to take the gamble here. Go Cruz on intermediates. And you can see the gap from first to second here on the right-hand side. It's large. It's not huge enough that I can probably get out ahead of second place. But I think that intermediate is probably going to be the best bet. And also, Cruz was asking for it. He is a more kind of experienced driver. He's got the feedback, so I'm going to trust him as well. So, fuel options, we only need 6 laps to the end. So, I'll put it on 7 laps so you can maybe use a bit of fuel there and burn it up. Fast pit stop. Here we go. Alright, into the pits he goes. Okay, fingers crossed. I really am crossing my fingers here, literally, to see how this goes. So, oh, mistake on the fuel, mistake on the fuel. Good pit stop there. He's going to be down in 4th place at the moment, but he is on the intermediate tyres. So, come on, Cruz. Show me why you're a good driver. Let's go, man. Let's go. Right, 3 laps remaining. Lap 20. Cruz is still in 4th place. He is picking up some pace here on the guys in front of him, but I don't know if there's going to be enough laps or if it's going to get damp enough. Saying that, though, the rain is coming down enough that now the actual screen has got some little rain droplets you can see on the right-hand side. So potentially, this could be maybe an overtake for 3rd place, at least on the podium. But it looks like maybe the win is out of our hands, and that was unfortunately just due to our soft tyre stint. But saying that, there is 3rd place. Is 2nd place man just there as well? Yes, he is. So he could get up into 2nd at least. Come on, Cruz. 2 laps to go. Oh, we're getting close. We're getting close. We're getting close. I'm going to put on attack. I'm going to put on attack. Come on, Cruz. Come on. Overtake. Overtake. You can do this. Come on. Yes. Up into 3rd place. Get the 2nd place, man. Get the 2nd place. Still on excess fuel. Looking very good. Come on. We've got so much tyre life as well left in it. You can get 2nd place. Down the inside. Yes. We've got it. We've got 2nd place. Okay, we're looking good. Where is 1st place? Where is 1st place? Oh my god, he's miles away. He is miles away. We are definitely not getting 1st there. We are definitely not getting 1st. That is so jammy, you know. That is so jammy. He's just about got that there. Could have been 1st. It's going to be 2nd. I think he lucked into that strategy, to be honest. He lucked into that strategy. Sadat, meanwhile, 16th place. He's on low fuel, actually. Is he even going to make it to the end of the Grand Prix? I'm not even too sure. I think he might run out of fuel, actually, Sadat. I think I put it on pushing too much. Yep, he's going to run out of fuel. He's going to run out of fuel. He's going to run out of fuel. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sadat. Broken neck, and you're going to run out of fuel. Yeah, just in a bit. Just in a bit. But there you go. Cruz has crossed the line. 2nd place. Not too bad there. Not too bad. Could have been the win, but this jammy... Look how much we gained on him on the last lap. Wow, look at that. Look how much we gained on him on the last lap of the Grand Prix. Wow, that is so jammy. We could have definitely got 1st. 1 or 2 more laps more. We definitely would have got 1st place, but... There you go. Sadat, run out of fuel. He'll cross the line in 17th place. It's alright, Sadat. You had the points anyway in the championship already to be in a decent position. We'll get it next time. Hopefully your neck injury is kind of gone away by the next race. But there you go, second place for Cruz, 19 points there, so that's his first points in the championship. Sadat with 5 points, so we continue on. Obviously, that is his second place trophy, very nice. So the third trophy we've got this season. Sadat moves down to 4th, unfortunately, there, so 24 points off the top place man, the Canadian. You can see Cruz here, already up into 18th, already overtaken Young, so definitely an improvement in one race time. So if we continue this progress, we'll be all the way up here with Cruz in no time, don't worry. In the Constructors, look how close it is in the Constructors. 7th place to 4th is covered by 7 points. That is so close. So crucial that we've got Cruz here now to help us try and get up towards Vexella Motorsport. But we need Sadat now to hopefully come back from that neck injury and do a lot better than he did. Because 18th place or near around there, that's not his potential. His potential is, you know, potentially a podium. We got a podium last time out. So that really is a little frustrating. And at the end of it, we come out with a net of 37,000. So after all these negatives of doing next year's car, drivers obviously paying them, we're still in the green. So that's really good to see that we're in the green, even though we're taking out 1 million for next year's car. And overall, we're having to pay both our drivers 1.25 million every single race. So still really good. We're in the green there, 4.1 million. Okay, nice. So Cruz has got a new personality trait, podium. So you can't say you've tasted champagne until you've tasted podium champagne. So we've got morale +5 impacts for 2 weeks. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Interview with Channel 5, yes, I'll take that. So you must be delighted with the podium. Yeah, absolutely great result for us. And Mustafa Sadat struggled down in 16th place. There's nothing to worry about. I'm sure he'll bounce back. Yeah, I think it very much was the neck injury, I think he could definitely do a lot better. Right, car repair is done, so now we can look at improving the parts once more. Sponsors as well. Got a new sponsor here. Let's look at this. Northern Harbour. 2nd or above, 6 race length, and we get an upfront payment of 1.25 million and bonus of 880. Wow, that is, yes, accepting that very much. Wow, that is a very nice sponsor. Thank you very much. Right, now that we got 5.3 million, I think we can look at designing new parts. So, it does say for next race, gearbox and brakes are crucial, but overall, if you remember all the way back to episode 1, we were told that our engine was a place where we needed to develop potentially because it's probably worse than other teams. So I'm going to develop the engine here and we're going to see how we do with that. So yeah, I'm going to go with top speed. So that's going to be 50,000 on top there. So 1 slot available. We haven't unlocked these because you have to design some more HQs, but we're going to build this for this amount. That's pretty good. Most of that will come from our sponsors. So build the part. It'll be done 17 days before the race. Confirm. There we go. I'm excited about that. Brand new engine in the making. Liking that. Improving the parts here. Let's see what we can improve. Improve the rideability of the front wing and the rear wing and the performance of the suspension parts. Let's see how we do this. Can we get it just before the race? There we go. Look at this. We're going to go 19-1 allocate staff and we can still get this done in 15 days to 14 days. That is great. That is great. Is Lisandro okay? So this is Cruz. Seems to be a bit distant lately. Doesn't seem to be up and down. Just a bit closed off from the team. I don't really know what to do about it. He's got a new trait, feeling blue. -30 morale. That will last for 8 weeks. Okay. I don't know why that is. I don't know what we can do about it. We might need to look into that. But the new engine has been built. So let's check out the car. Here we go. Fit parts. New engine. I am liking that. That is going straight to Cruz there. We're going to give the 79 engine to Sadat. So therefore, both drivers get an improvement, but Cruz gets a huge improvement. Reliability, pretty damn poor, but obviously we can try and improve that. Okay, so Bowen's performance work finished. So what I've actually done is now put both improved performance and reliability on our brand new engine. And because of how good she is, we can get this done 1 day before the race and this 2 days before that. It's absolutely brilliant, absolutely bonkers. Now got a new trait for Sadat, apparently addicted to video games. So this will be -3 focus, -5 morale for 19 weeks. Okay, these are some weird traits that are cropping up here. And we've got a press clipping for Archer Racing. And Peter Young apparently has got a midlife crisis. But I couldn't really care because he's our reserve driver anyway. Right, here we go. Reliability work is done. Factory staff now idle, so we can have a look at this now and put them to work over the race weekend. So let's try and improve the reliability of these parts. So that will get done 6 days after the race. So actually I'm going to do one rear wing, one front wing, because then we'll have more work to do straight after the race. But we are ready to go to the race. So yes, in this episode we're going to be doing 2 races, because I really want to see how this new engine goes. So we're going back to Munich for the German Grand Prix. We're going to go with Northern Harbour, our brand new sponsor. Let's see if we can earn the big bucks here. Right, setting both these guys out in practice. We've done a few little tweaks as this track needs acceleration and good braking. Obviously, we can change the acceleration part. Braking is just down to our car, so we'll see hopefully if they perform. But we're doing 2 lap stints on both of them because I want to really just quickly check the actual setup. Then we'll probably do longer stints, and it will be a little bit easier to do longer stints at this circuit because of obviously just the length of it. You know, the lap's nearly finished now. Right, we're bringing Cruz in. We're going to keep Sada out for to kind of finish out this entire lap. But as you can see there briefly on the bottom right, looks like the setup's all good. As we come through to the feedback, it's going to be good, great, and great. So looking good. 90% optimal balance. So we can maybe go a little bit lower on the downforce maybe. And that he might actually like that a little bit more. So maybe go a little bit further down potentially and try and keep it on the acceleration side though. Right, I'm going to send him out for 4 laps here. We're going to go on the medium tyres now and see how it goes on the mediums. And for Sadat, we're going to bring him in at the end of this lap. I think he was going to come in anyway at the end of this lap. But now both of them are medium knowledge. By the end of his stint, hopefully he'll have high knowledge. And we'll see what Sadat says now about his setup. I believe he said something about the wing angles a little bit different for him. But everything else seemed to be okay with him as well. Also, he's got no more neck injury, you can see there. So hopefully he will be performing this race. Obviously, I know compared to Cruz, he is going to be worse now, but it still means he should still be doing as well as he was before, unless the morale and the performance actually gets affected by things like that, like the teammate coming in. But here you can see on the downforce, he says is okay. Handling, he thinks is excellent, and speed balance, great. So on the downforce, does he want more downforce then? Because I'm guessing that that'll probably be good also for the acceleration. So we up the downforce a little bit, keep the handling as close as we can to the marker we've got, and we'll put it a bit more towards acceleration. That looks good. Stint, we're going to do race distance. We're going on the soft tire for Sadat now, and we'll do 4 laps and just try and take this to the end. Basically, I'm just going to run them now till the end of practice, and we'll see how everything pans out just before the race. Right, race time. Trying to choose the slots here. So now we have got Pit Stop Guru because of a relationship, obviously, that Sadat has now built up with his engineer. We're going to go with race trim, and we're going to go on medium tire as well. So we're not actually going to use the Pit Stop Guru there for him. And for Cruz, race level 2, and we're also going to go on the medium tires. I think the medium tires are going to be the better performing tire, to be honest. You can see on the setup, very identical. Excellent, good for both drivers. So looking nice, looking nice. Cruz is going to be at the front, obviously. So I'm going to put him on soft tires, and we're going to put Sadat on the mediums once more. Right, here we go. Cruz 3rd on the grid, Sadat 17th. We got to 5 red lights for the German Grand Prix, the second race of the episode. We're underway. Cruz makes a cracking start, and he is up into 2nd place. That was awesome, awesome. Sadat in 17th, now to 16th. So, okay progress for him. Immediately, though, I'm going to remember to maybe look at this and put him down to neutral, Cruz, just so I don't want to wear out the tyres too much, because the fuel will go 9 laps. These tyres, well, they'll go a little bit longer than that, but I just want to make sure I can stay with first place in terms of the tyre wear. Okay, Cruz's hold is closing up. He's made a move. Yes, Cruz, lovely. Love your work, mate. Cruz up into first place, leading the German Grand Prix now through the final corner. Look at the gap he's got now. Awesome stuff, Cruz. Fastest up the Grand Prix. Great work, mate. Great work. Now, let's have a look at Sadat. Let's leave you to your own devices. You can see here, Sadat, damn, can do anything. I want revenge now. He's been overtaken. He's down to 18th place. He's going green, though, just not finding the pace. Obviously, on medium tyres. All these guys are medium tyres, actually. So we should maybe think about now, maybe the long game, as the tyres start to wear out. But temperature's not too bad, so we might go neutral, medium on the fuel, and go a little bit longer on the medium tyres. Whereas Cruz, setting purple, 2nd sector now, doing really well. Temperature's going up a little bit, so now I'll put it on neutral. Fuel I'll put on medium, and we're going to see if we can stretch this stint out a little bit. Right, we move on to lap 6. Now you can see Cruz still in the lead. Still got a pretty decent gap. The gap's come down a little bit, though, as we put him on neutral. But we got fuel on high. So just as the fuel runs out, we'll probably get to about 40% on the tyre wear, which will be pretty much perfect. Although, as I say that, I wasn't looking properly. Safety car has been called out. So I think it's definitely time to pit. I'm not making the same mistake again. Definitely time to pit. We're going to go on to... medium's going to go 17 laps. We're quite a fair bit. But the fuel won't go that long. Soft tyres worked really well for us, though. Soft tyres really worked well for us. I'm going to go soft tyre again. fill up the fuel here, and I'm going to go fast pit stop as well. Nothing will be there on the part fit, so we're going to pit now under the safety car, get a free pit stop effectively. Where is Sadat? Sadat is way down in the order in 13th place, miles away from where Cruz is, but his medium tyres are looking good. Fuel, not so much, but I think we'll keep Sadat out. We'll keep Sadat out, I think. And you can see as Cruz has come out of the pits, it looks like Dembele behind him has also made the same pit stop. So good that we did pit that lap because we don't now lose any positions. Although we've gone onto a different tyre compared to them. We've gone another set of soft, whereas they've gone medium. So very, very interesting choice of tyre there. I think we might make this work. I think Cruz has got some great pace on the soft tyres. Okay, safety car's going for one more lap. It's now getting damp on track, and you can see the rain up to lap 12. You hopefully can see faintly that rain is getting quite large, so I think it will be time for intermediates later on in the race about halfway. So that means we have made a wonder choice on the soft tyres. Cruz on the soft tyres, he can go right up to the wire with the intermediates and then go on to the inters, whereas these guys, they'll be on the slower tyre going to the same period. So I think we've really made a good job of that, and I think we might have done a good job on Sadat because he's going to stay out on mediums. We'll keep him on low fuel, I think, and we'll basically try and stretch it as far as we can on the fuel, and then we'll pit him early for intermediates. He can be a little bit of a guinea pig for us again, and then in that way, I think we'll be pretty rosy at the moment. But yeah, the safety car heads to the garage, so we're going to attack as we come off the bend here. High fuel, high overtake mode. Come on, Cruz, make it a good start. Here we go. That's a pretty decent exit off the safety car period. Already gets a little bit of a gap there. Sadat doing all right, but obviously he's on low fuel, so he'll probably back down. But look at the pace difference there between soft and medium tyres as Cruz starts to pull away. He says he wants to come in for inters. You can pit here, mate. You're going to pit on for inters right now. We're going to go high fuel. You're going to stay on... Actually, no, you don't need to go on low fuel, do you? So you can go on high fuel now. Overtake there. Cruz, though, stay out a little bit. Stay out a little bit, Cruz. It's fine. You don't need to come in just yet. You can stay out a little bit more. I'm sure you can manage it because the rain's not that much yet. Right, here comes Sadat. Good refuel, good tyre change. There you go, mate. There you go. There is what you wanted. So, we're going to see how Sadat does. For now, we're going to keep Cruz out on the soft tyres. We're pushing him quite a lot there because the tyre temp's quite low, obviously, because it's getting damp on track. So we can afford to do that. And the fuel as well, we can afford to do that as well. Okay, everyone is coming in for inters, so it's time to come in. So we stayed out one more lap, probably one lap more so than we should have, but it's fine. Cruz had some great pace, so I have no fears that he'll still come out in first place. Hopefully, knock on wood. But Sadat is up into 5th because of this, so that is wonderful for the man. We're going to go push medium on the fuel just to keep it a little bit ticked over on 7 laps. But Sadat up into 6th, so doing quite well there. But here comes Cruz now into the pits. Please, guys, make this a good pit stop. Oh, mistake on the fuel, but good on the tyres. As we come down the pit lane, you can see comfortably into first place there. Looking good for Cruz. Everything's coming up Cruz. Well, lap 15 at the moment. Cruz still in first place. He's got about a 12-second gap, you can see on the left there, to second place. Sadat in 6th place in a bit of a gaggle of cars at the moment, so he's trying to catch them up. I put him on higher fuel, and I've told him on neutral at the moment on the tyres, but we might actually want to put that to push. But here's my thinking with Cruz at least. I don't know about Sadat, but with Cruz at least, this is what I'm thinking. So, he's going to go low on fuel. We've got 9 laps left in this Grand Prix. 6 laps only in the fuel. But the tyres are looking very good. So we could just come in for a little squirt and dash with the fuel. Just fill up fuel, no tyres, fast pit stop. We've got a good gap at the moment, 13 seconds and growing. So I think we could do that. A little bit squirt and dash just with the fuel, no tyre change. I think that would be pretty damn good for Cruz. For Sadat though, not too sure if those tyres will go the distance, but he's definitely going to have to come in for fuel. But at the moment, I also want him to try and overtake this guy for 5th place. And he's actually going to get overtaken for 7th, actually. So not doing such a great job there, Sadat, as we move to him. But Cruz looking good. As soon as that goes to about, I would say, 4 laps, I think. Or maybe 4 laps, I think we would consider coming in for that splash and dash. Right, it's lap 17. We've got 4 laps left of fuel. We've got 9 laps left in this Grand Prix, not including, including this lap that we're on. So we're going to pit in now. We're going to do the fuel, and we're just going to fill it up enough to get to the end for 9 laps time. Park condition looking all good. Pit strategy fast. Tyre choice, sticking with the same tyre. Just a squirt and dash. Here we go with Cruz. Might do the same with Sadat now because he's on 1.1 there. So even more crucial. So we're going to come in now for him as well. So fuel options going to go to 9 laps of fuel. Or, oh, should we go a little bit risky? No, we'll go 9.8 so we can use a bit more fuel. Tyres though, will they go the distance? So they can go 16. So that's 8 laps if they're half worn. I think that's just going to be enough. Just about enough. Just about enough. Yeah, let's stick with the same tyre. Should we stick with the same tyre? Here's 6th place. There's the gap to 8th and 9th. And then there's 10th. I think we may have to go on fresh tyres for Sadat to try and overtake these guys, because I don't think these guys are going to pit. The difference with Cruz is he's out in the lead. He's got track position. Sadat does not. He has to do overtaking, so I think we might have to put on the fresher tyre and do that. But at least he can maybe push a little bit. If we put in actually a bit more fuel, you can maybe push in even more. Well, we've got max fuel, so there you go. Okay, mistake at the refueling. So Cruz is down in 5th place at the moment, but he's on the same set of tyres, but he's got excess fuel now. Looking good in the tyre wear. Cruz, I believe in you. You can come back on this race. You can come back into it. Although what I did not look at, oh my god, I've done a huge error. I did not look at the drying track. It is gonna get very, very dry very, very quickly. Where is first place? Where is first place? First place, is he going to come into the pits? Yes, he does. Okay, we've made a bit of a crucial error there. We should have looked at that. Ah, damn it. Stupid error. Stupid. We should have looked at that. So no fuel added. Park condition fine. Fast pit stop. Okay, we're going to have to pit again with Cruz. And the same with Sadat. Okay, we've made a horrible mistake there, guys. That is my fault. Should have looked. Should have looked. Always important to look at the freaking track map. The freaking weather. Okay, we've made a huge mistake there. So Cruz, we've given yourself a lot of work to do here, mate. You're going to have to come back into this race and earn this victory if you want it. Right, Cruz is up in the 3rd. Some people made the pit stop, so a few people did stay out a little bit more on inters. So this is 3rd. This is 2nd place Jar in whatever the top team is. I can't remember what the freaking name is of the team. And then here is 1st place down the straight. So they're pretty much nearly on the same straight here. So I believe in Cruz. He can catch them. He's got the pace. 5 laps to go. Come on, Cruz. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Alright, we're lap 22 at the moment. Cruz, I've told him to just push and give it everything he's got. He's got enough laps now for fuel and tyre, so it's all about pushing and just seeing the pace against Jar. Jar did set some fastest laps of the Grand Prix just before, although you can see, it looks like visually we are catching Jar as I try and follow through with Cruz here. Sadat in 13th place on excess fuel, tyres looking okay, but I think, to me, it does look like we are catching Jar visually. I'm just not too sure. Just not too sure we'll be enough. But it looks like 1st place, man, is right ahead of Jar. So we might be able to make a double overtake right at the end of this race. But 2 laps remaining. It's going to have to be a heck of a run here. And we are actually low on fuel now. 1.6. Okay, we're just going to be marginal on fuel, just about. We're on low fuel, so we have to put it down to low. So I put it on rich mix, a bit too much there. But you can see Jar is just there. He's fighting for the lead. And if there were just a few more laps, or to be honest, if I didn't make the mistake with the pit stop with the inters, none of this would have happened. We would have definitely have won the race. But I made a really, really big error on the intermediates. That was my biggest downfall in this race. Sadat's tyres have fallen off the cliff. Let's stop him pushing there. Yeah, I've made a mockery of that race. I just didn't think enough about the wet weather and it drying out. So it's going to be another podium. That's really unfortunate. I think a lot of you guys will be killing me in the comments there for that, because I really did make a big mistake there. That's one thing to learn from this. One thing we've all learned from that, I guess. But I think there'll probably be a few people that probably are more attentive than me at looking at everything. But I really should have looked at this freaking water map of the actual rain. Because if I did make that mistake, if I did make that extra pit stop, because Jar went on to win the race, look at that, he overtook the 2nd place man with issues. If we did make that mistake of an extra pit stop, we would have won this race fair and square with Cruz. I've done him injustice there, I actually have. That's a little bit annoying there, to be honest. And I was too concentrated on Cruz to actually care about Sadat too much. So he's come in 13th place. He was around 9th, I think, but he just dropped down the order, obviously, after that dry period. But, yeah, unfortunate there. We do get the 3rd place, but not good enough. We could have got a race win with Cruz by this point, where we haven't. We've got another 3rd place. So that means Sadat moves further down. He's in 5th place in the championship now. It does mean, though, that Cruz moves up into 18th. Actually, no, he's in the same place. He hasn't actually made any movements because there's quite big of a points gap. But in constructors, let's see. We do move up into 5th with Archer. So we're now level with Octane here. Level with Octane. And only, what's that? 6 points off 3rd place in the championship. So we're looking good in the constructors front. So for this race, we're minus 600,000 because we did not get the sponsor objective we hoped for. So it's the first time in a while we've been in a negative. Obviously, we did spend that money on the engine parts as well. So that's fine as well. But, yeah. What we've learned from that race is I definitely mucked it up on the freaking strategy there. If we did make that extra pit stop, Cruz would have definitely won the race. So that is my bad. But live and you learn. well, next time I need to make sure I don't get that wrong, and we keep on looking at the weather for what will be the British Grand Prix at Guildford, which is going to be a pretty important one, obviously, for me, personally. I want to do well at the British Grand Prix. But guys, that has been this episode, a two-parter episode, 2 races in one, so smash the like button for that. Let me know what you thought in the comments below, and you're around here, and do subscribe for weekly Formula 1 content and more Motorsport Manager content. Again, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. It's been amazing to see you guys really latching on to this series, and so many people being so passionate about the series, so thank you so much for that. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.